let's get started. This is Vinestalker Scald, a terrible combo. This one is worshipping Rue. And somehow, despite all the pain and the misery, we have managed to survive up to this point. The pain, the misery, and the RNG, and the Acid Wand Centaurs. You know, what are the sacks I took? I can show you that right now. We started out, we took Unskilled, which was great because it gave us 2 pips of piety, which meant both auras. Sacked Armor, but that's fine, we're going to end up with T-Moots. We sacked Artifice, which is very bad, but we got a ton of piety from that. And then we sacked mana, minus 10%. Stream stopped for some reason, are you sure about that? I'm still seeing it just fine. It was on your end? Okay. Cool. Well, feel free to let me know if there's any kind of problem on my end, and I will endeavor to fix it. Anyway, so we're on layer, I thought we were on layer 2, I guess we just finished layer 2. We're on layer 3 now. This character has stabilized pretty well. I mean, I'm not going to say that we're immortal yet, but we do have Scroll of Blinking, Scroll of Teleport, 3 Zerk Rages, 1 Might, 1 Agility, 1 Cancellation. You know, we have a lot of stuff that will hopefully keep us alive. Most importantly, we have APOC available. All these sacrifices has given us some power. We're going to have to deal with our crappy Vinestalker aptitudes plus skill sacrifice on top of that. But even so, I feel pretty okay. Let's pull back. Let's, Confusing Touch. Yeah, there we go. Wyverns could very well cause me a problem, but Confusing Touch helps me take them out. Same as Spiny Frogs, really. %. There we go. Finally, it works. Sadly, we can't just BVC these dudes. Wouldn't that be something? Nice. The Spiny Frog stings itself. The Spiny Frog dies. So, Ruaras are really, really incredible, to be honest. And no envy, I don't think that my problem is the lack of scythes. I guess that's possible, but it doesn't seem likely. I don't know. Maybe. You know, I will say this: if I had Finisher or something, I'd feel real good about myself, I suppose. Hey, we just got Earth to 5. So my initial plan, it's BVC. It's kind of hard to hear, I know, but it's actually, there's a V in there. It's Val Clutch, not Borgnor's Big Clutch. Borgnor's Badass Clutch. But yeah, no, I knew that like people who aren't familiar with the game would think that I'm saying BBC, Big Vinestalker Clutch. I like it. Yeah, it's a really good spell. But anyway, I trained Earth to 5. I already have T-Moots at like 6.1. I make the V sound B. Well, that's just my my southern accent, I guess. Give them the BBC. Alright, I'll do my best to give them the BBC. Anyway, I'm training more Earth. Really want to get Petrify online. You would think I would go straight for T-Moots, but I don't know. I think getting Petrify online is more important, especially since training Earth gets me closer to Vile Clutch. Confusing Touch is doing more for me than anything, though. Really outrageously strong. Yeah, Petrify is amazing. on, man. There we go. Purple Draconian. Purple's great, Ninja. You'll get excellent magic resistance. Okay. Could have a rough time with this Komodo dragon. Oh yeah, that's a rough time. Let's get our hit points back. Oh, sick, there's a shield. A big boy shield. What can he do? 34? Yeah, 34. Nice. If I wear this shield, most of my stuff becomes not castable. Purple is the second best Draconian. I would go so far as to say that you could make the argument that purple is the best Draconian. Petrify yourself for easy stat form. I don't think so. Man, I'm real tempted to just train shields right now to 15. That'll take forever, though, with -2 aptitude. Don't know. I do know that this character is feeling way stronger in melee than he probably is. Let's go up. 60% chance to confuse on hit. We're just failing a lot. There we go. But yeah, I mean, we have like, well, we have the Bite Ox attack, and then we get Beastly Appendage as well, so it kind of adds up. Just need Confusing Touch to actually kick in on these dudes, you know? There we go. How does Dispelling Breath work? Yeah, it does damage. I think it can, well, if you think about it, like the Draconians and CeCK can do up to 60 damage to you with their breath. It's almost like Hellfire insofar as nothing resists it. So it's very strong. I'm not sure exactly how much the player version does, but it can be significant. Yeah, Blink Frogs are pretty annoying. That's why I'm trying to confuse him. Weirdly enough, his confusing, when he's confused, his movement becomes less annoying. Hey, Rue paralyzed him. I could be using Power Leap to finish these dudes off if I wanted to. I just haven't needed to yet, is all. Like this seems so bizarre because I'm actually using Beastly Appendage plus Infusion to take these dudes out. Does Max Rue Piety do anything? It increases the power of Apocalypse and Power Leap and things like that. So, yeah. It's less important than getting them online in the first place, I'll say that much. Do we have a flaming weapon? No. Erica's available. I could go kill her for her flaming weapon, I guess. I could also Sticks to Snake this dude to death. Does Amulet of Reflection and Scarf of Repulsion stack? Sure. I mean, Scarf of Repulsion is more of a flat chance to just avoid taking damage from ranged, like a flat chance for ranged attacks to miss. It has nothing to do with your shields, with your shield skill. Okay, we're hurt. Let's go up. Let's go down. Get the confuse. Power leap this dude. Kill him in one shot with the power leap, alright. Can't 1v1 a wyvern? I can, it just might go badly. Okay, another sacrifice is available. Could sack love. Could stack stealth. Sack stealth. I think I'm going to sack stealth over love, because if I sack love, that removes my ability to cast Animate Dead, which we might very well want to go for. We're Lair Branch ready? Not really. I don't need stealth. I mean, the problem with sacking stealth is always be noticed by foes. I mean, that's a big deal. Oh, it was a joke, okay. Modest sacrifice. We already sacked Artifice, so love is less painful since most of the sources of allies we can't use anyway. Unless we go summons. But like butterflies is nice to have. We could find that. Oh wait, I can't sack love. What the hell am I thinking? I need my snakes. There's no way. There's no way. I'm not giving up my snakes. We'll get rid of stealth. Rue indicates your awakening is complete. But most importantly, perhaps most importantly, sacking until you get full piety actually increases the strength of your auras. My precious snakes, exactly. Okay, we have 2 enchant weapons. We have a lot of enchant, or remove curse rather, so let's try this ring on. Ring of Sea invisible, okay. Good swap. Could have a +9 hunting sling if I wanted. Hee. Some Naga. Petrify's coming online. I think Power Leap kills most things now. Oh, damn. There we go. Kind of went out on a limb and assumed Power Leap would kill both of those. Yeah, we did in fact get Shoal's snake. It's not showing snake, but we saw Nagas on the floor, so it has to be snake. As always. Alright, Wesley, what's up, man? Let's try to get the confusing touch on this guy, and we do get it. Let's walk away. I need my exhaustion gone. Can I kill him in one shot? Yeah, I can. How's the streak? It's alright. It was terrible yesterday on this character. Absolutely miserable with Acid Wand Centaur on D5 plus Grinder with a Wand of Flame. You can imagine how fun that was. But we survived. Somehow. Despite the odds. And so the game's looking pretty good at this point. Whew, we have gained a ton of Scrolls of Teleport over the last couple minutes, and there's a... Well, I got excited over this Lightning Rod, but we sacked Artifice, so we actually can't use it. Searching down this Hydra. I don't think he can kill me. So I'm going to try to Power Leap him to death. Because he can do 18 per head. He's only got 5 heads. So that's, let's see, that is 90 damage. Technically I only have, well, if I take away the 5 mana from Power Leap, that puts me at 15 plus 56, which is 71 hit points, but with GDR from my 10 AC, I don't think it's possible for him to kill me in one hit. Then all my other defenses, you know. This is a ancient secret of how to kill Hydras on Ru. I assure you it can work. Just use an evocable, bro. Yeah, let me get right on that. This is not really working, though. The problem is he's regenerating so damn fast. Getting a nice 5 damage total by the time it regens. Yeah, it's because they have regeneration. It's lame. If I roll high enough, I think he can die outright. Oh, you're right. Alright, we're going to try one more thing to meme him down. And then we're just going to go on the snake plan. Okay, new plan. Boom. Javelin, javelin. No damage. Okay. We could leave him here, but you can imagine how much I don't want to do that. Because if I come up and there's a Hydra waiting for me, that's real bad. So I'm just going to burn an Immolate, it's fine. Take intelligence. You begin to heal more quickly, that's right. At level 14, our regen goes higher. Good stuff. Man, I hope we find Inner Flame soon, that'd be sick. Alright, let's go down. I'm tempted to wear a robe instead of that ringmail. Just so I can get Petrify on sooner. Because it's kind of dangerous for me to use a Transmutation's Earth spell and risk yellow fail rate, because that means that I'm reasonably likely to eat one of those miscasts, which includes really, really horrible things like, you know, straight up just mutating me or turning me into stone, and not in the good way. Hydra for good for speed running swamp and shoals. What's this now? Damn, dude. Elephant's bringing friends. Okay, he lets me pull him up. Lagged for a second there. How much do you do? 20 plus 15, or is it 20 plus 5 or 20 plus 15? 20 plus 5, so 25. We can go toe-to-toe with him, and then we can power leap to finish him off. So we can fight just about anything in here with that combo. Hey guys. Hey fellas. This is a ton of damage. I probably shouldn't even fight all this stuff. Okay. That was the safe play. I could have power leaped into all those dudes and hoped that it killed them all, but more inclined to try to face them off one by one. There we go. Remember, they do 20 damage a pop, so... And they're fast, so 40 damage. Although Power Leap is getting pretty sexy in terms of the damage it does. And I think it's actually level-based in addition to being piety-based, so as I level up, it's going to do even more. Cannot die. Pulling this dude up, I can survive the 34 plus 34 damage. See, this is where I would use a Wand of Flame, but it's not really an option here. I still can't believe I'm using Infusion and Beastly Appendage as an actual combo. Oh, crap. We have Blink and Teleport, so I'm going to... I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to... I think I'll put on Confusing Touch. And I'll APOC if I have to. Do we have... Oh shit, we don't have our cold. What am I doing? Let's put on the Ring of Ice. Let's not get hit by all these dudes. Okay, it's APOC time. Had to do it. Now, hold on. Petrify is 22%, but that's sort of after the APOC. Maybe I should take Earth all the way to 15, or I should train Spellcasting up. Yeah, let's get Spellcasting to 10. That'll help for everything. Also, I'm going to keep that Ring of Ice on instead of Ring of Poison Resist. And we'll just swap the next time we see something poisonous. Nice. Floor done. Layer 5, no shafts. I'm happy about that. I see that the entrance to slime has all these easy slimes in it, so let's just get some sort of free experience. Not much, but a little bit. I'm a little bit spooked to even go in here. This could be Frog Pond, and then it could like teleport me to the center immediately, and that would be a real bad time. But we have good tools to get out of bad situations, so... Okay, I don't think it's Frog Pond. Okay, we're going to put on Poison Resist instead of Ice so that we have RF Plus again. Oh, right, he can shoot me through that. Damn, dude. He can't blast me that often, and since I have RF Plus, his admittedly badass breath is at least halved. Yeah, it is probably Fire Layer, considering there was a free Lindworm just sort of wandering around. Do they do 60? Yeah, they do about 60. 54, technically, so... You can only do like 28 or so damage to me. That is still pretty damn significant, but Petrify is 12% without drain. But hey, you know, that spellcasting training is giving me more mana. So, I'll take it, you know. I don't want to power leap into this, although I also don't want to fight both of these dudes at once, so what to do? I think we have to go up and go down a different staircase, which is a bit dangerous. Also, you know what I should do? Memorize regen, which is a 50% fail rate right now. Nice. But I haven't trained any charms or necromancy, so... I mean, I started with some charms because of Scald, but that's it. Oh, damn. Damn. Okay. Okay. We're tanking this stuff reasonably well, mostly thanks to Rue, auras and things. We'll go up. That was just a lot of stuff. Nice. And we get the para. That was just a lot of spiny frogs. Treat them like hydras. Treat them like hydras that are faster than you, and you'll have a pretty good idea of how powerful spiny frogs actually are. Ten-headed spiny frog. I should put that in my fork. Sounds hilarious. Let's go up. Get to full hit points, come back down. He doesn't want to die, that's okay. Just keep swinging on him, then we'll power leap to finish him off. Power leap plan is a good plan. You know, spiny frogs have really good evasion. So, if you look at this guy, 2 pips of evasion is not bad. It's less than an adder, but it's enough to ruin your day. Ah, crap. That could have gone badly. I gotta remember I can't heal wounds, so if that had gone badly I would have had to have blinked. Or used fear, but we don't have fear identified. Hey, swiftness, that's really good. It's funny how swingy these fights are. Like, it looks like I can just wreck things by using infusion and appendage, but sometimes this stuff still just gets the better of me. Scroll of noise, okay. Let me use some of these 2 stacks just because I want to know if I have fear. Alright, I do have fear. Wasted a fear, but seems worth it to know since I'm on layer 6 and I might very well need it. Hey guys. APOC that stuff. Three spiny frogs is still enough experience that my drain's not red immediately, it's back to yellow. Normally you'd have red drain. Okay, this should kill at least the frog, spiny frog. Oh, I'm level 13. I thought I was 14 a minute ago. I guess it's 12 when you get your regen up, not 14. Did I get Frog Pond? Maybe I did. This looks like Frog Pond, actually. We were joking about it, and here it is. Crap, I'm exhausted. Now I'm not exhausted. There we go. That's definitely Frog Pond. Then I guess I should be thankful that I haven't been teleported to the center of it. To be honest, I'm fighting way less things than feels correct for Frog Pond. Like somehow I haven't woken up the entire floor. Despite the fact that I'm power leaping everywhere. Doing my loud-ass Mario hop on things. Oh, here we go. Here they come. Paralysis. Happened to the vampire mosquito. Maybe it's just a mass of water that generated in the middle of the level with like 30 frogs. Well, I try to be an optimistic fellow, Edort. So maybe so. Maybe it's not Frog Pond. What was up with the lindworm? I think they can just spawn and lair rarely. God, I love Ruse sometimes. Just casually paralyzing my enemies. Nice. Like I said, these fights are a bit finicky, but as long as I keep my buffs up, even though my actual axe training is not great, we can make this thing work just with melee. Let's not fight the Tyrant Leech at the same time as all this crap, though. Tyrant Leeches secretly hit like trucks. Ouch. 35 damage. Can we survive that for sure? That's 70. Yeah. Pull him up. Ow. Ow. Okay. His vamp is better than yours, hey man. It is. It in fact is. So we'll have to get the confuse on him, which really doesn't last long at all, so we'll just infuse, and then we'll do this. Finishes him off, there we go. Do about half his hit points with the power leap, so if I can just help him along to being halfway dead, that's good enough, you know. What am I doing? Power leap. I see that the game has decided to throw a spiny frog at me. Oh shit, I shouldn't have walked there. I knew that there was... Yeah, that could have killed me actually, since two of them could shoot me. Actually no, only that one. Still. I think only that one. I need to be not exhausted. Here we go. There we go. But yeah, I knew what that vault was. Should have been more careful. $41 damage a pop from those OgLob plants, you know. Hey JPlay Twitch, those are exclusions. Basically, it's the game warning me that going into those spots means that I could get hit by something stationary and very dangerous. You can also place exclusions manually, so that if I try to auto-explore, it just won't go into it, and if I manually go in there, it'll warn me first and ask me if I really want to be there. So it's a kind of a useful tool. No problem. Let's go down a different staircase. There's a couple elephants waiting for me there. Should I APOC this stuff? I think I'm gonna. But there's another Mamba! Oh god. Alright, that's fine. Kind of a unnecessary APOC, but we killed enough things that I suspect that it almost paid for itself. In terms of the amount of drain. Oh, this is bad. Power leap away, go up. Kill this thing mano a mano. Go back to the elephants, who should have moved, and they did. Pull him up, he doesn't shove me, very good. Slap him around, Rue paralyzes him for me. I managed to fail to kill him while he was paralyzed, because I'm just that bad at melee. But we take him out anyway. Vega was a really cool character, by the way, JPlay. Always enjoyed playing as him. I wasn't very good at it, but as a kid I thought it was really cool how he could like jump on the back of his stage. This is your brain on hybrids. Hey, it's Elliptic's fault that I'm forced to play this Scald. I don't want to be a hybrid. Nice. Okay, dude. Nice random energy. Just get some of my hit points back. Put up beastly appendage. Swing, 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 swing. Good God, he's not screwing around. There we go. Don't go into slime. Frog Pond honestly isn't that bad, it's just very tedious. And it can be very bad if all three staircases get completely covered in frogs. Bought it on Steam instead of playing on Mega Drive. Wow. I wasn't aware there was a Steam edition. This guy. I have enough hit points and mana that he can't one-shot me. There we go. Komodo dragons are deadly as hell. The deadliest form of dragon, perhaps. Well, actually, by statistics, it actually is the most deadly dragon in the game. Okay, that should be enough to kill him with the power leap, yep. Really cheesing this Rue power for all it's worth. Try to pull things to a slightly less populated area so that when I power leap, I'm not just like telling the whole floor to come take a look at me. Nearly worked off the drain from that APOC earlier. %56 chance to confuse, we got it. This, you know what, Mambas actually only have 38 hit points. This ought to work. Yeah. I have never looked at the formula for Power Leap, but I have a rough sort of approximation I can do for whether something's going to die or not to the Power Leap. Like right here, Spiny Frog should die. This thing swims very fast. Let's get him out of the water. Haha. Should be the last Tyrant. Oh, there's one more. Kill him in much the same way. $12 to 16 Street Fighter games? Wow. It's impressive. Porting all of that. Although they probably just... I wouldn't be surprised if they just built an emulator. It's like that's what's actually running behind the scenes rather than remaking the game for PC. Okay, let's take off the buckler just for a moment. I just want to see what this thing is. We have enough rations that... Wow, that's cute. It's actually a speed short bow. It's really good. But I think we're going to stick with our Vamp Hand Axe, although we do have this +1 War Axe of Venom now. So I have to wonder... 1.2. No, we're gonna stick with the Hand Axe. As dumb as it is, we're still attacking at speed 1 or lower with it. And we're not unable to kill things. Also, dude, BVC is coming online. 17% fail rate, that's not bad. And we actually do have Petrify online, I just haven't been using it. I mean, I tried a couple times with Komodo Dragons and it just didn't want to work. 26% chance with the elephant. Without stabbing, it's kind of crappy, to be honest. We legitimately might have to become a stabber. Train some short blades even, although that whole Petrify plan is slightly worse now that I can't have stealth. You know. Floor's done. Floor's done. Let's take a look at this loot. They can't shoot me across these plants. There's a regular ring. Could be like +6 evasion, I guess. There's no apportation. Swiftness we'll go ahead and get because that's just a really good spell. Regen is basically online, 8% fail rate, that's good. Coming up in the world, making this character work. Still, I would say this is a fairly weak character for Layer 6, but well, let's think about this. Necromancy Earth, I'll risk miscasts here. Really, really cheesy, but check it out. BVC is a balanced spell, you guys. +4 of strength, I'd rather have poison resist. We have a scroll of acquirement. What should we acquire? My instinct is to, I know it sounds weird, but my instinct is, despite the fact that I'm lacking all kinds of armor, Also, I never put my shield back on. Whoops. That's really stupid of me. I took that off to try on the short bow. We didn't spend too much time without the shield on though, so that's fine. Anyway, yeah, I'm tempted to acquire a book to try to find staff form. That almost never works, by the way, acquiring to find a specific spell. And I have the tools necessary to sort of painstakingly work my way through the game. So I probably should acquire armor, although I know it's got to give me like a generic hat or a generic glove or something stupid. Alright, I have to get armor, that's the same thing. It's okay. Artifact buckler. Oh, that's so sick. -9 MP? It's like losing 9 hit points on this character. Trading it for RN+, Strength +3, and Sin, but I don't think that's worth it. That's sad. But losing 9 hit points is just... I mean, having the RN+ would be nice, I guess, for the purposes of, like, if I want to do Orc right now, which I do. Orc Sorcerers can still paralyze me, but we do have Sticks to Snakes. Not too many arrows, but... No, I think we stick with the regular buckler. We'll hold on to this in case we need to swap for RN, but I don't think so. Get back to dungeon. Finish out D10 at least. Wow! That is a dungeon Jivia altar. Not that you'd want to wait until D10 to start worshipping a god, but it is always interesting. Very rare. I'd like to go kill that centaur back on D5, take his arrows away, but he's still got an acid wand, and even at this point, he could one-shot me. How crazy is that? Perhaps the word I'm looking for is outrageous. Assuming that 96 damage figure was correct. It might not be. I didn't double check that for myself. Although I think it was Man who said it, and he's usually right about things, so. Maurice with a wand of scattershot. I guess I'm glad this is not the wonderful trunk trunk with Ebering's changes in it. BVC is castable. It's a wonderful thing. Amulet of Reflection, joke's on you, I already have the best possible one, so we won't pick that up. I mean, it's still 14% fail, it's still yellow. I probably shouldn't be casting it, but I mean, it's not going to kill me, depending on the situation. I mean, it could still petrify me, but if there's... Well, I can drink cancel. Yeah, the best is +6, and I'm wearing a +6. Technically the best is +8, but that's in the form of the artifact, the Unrand artifact. Let's go to Orc. Oh wow. Oh wow. What is happening? Alpha's back and he's out of control again. Thanks, man. That's 5 of them, 5 subs. It's awesome, dude. I'm gonna let this play out before I talk more. Hope you guys enjoyed the alerts, because I do. Yeah, 50 gift subs. I keep telling you guys, Alpha's a champion. He's the Alpha Chad. Put up Shroud of Galubria. Come down. Ouch. APOC again. Preview of you trying to kill Saint Roku with sticks to snakes. Shall I look at this video? It doesn't want to come up in my desktop. I think you're going to have to describe it to me. But, oh, Arament had a question. Curious if you think nerfs to your favorite spells are justified, BVC, stat form, etc. Probably not stat form. BVC absolutely should have nerfs applied to it. Okay, we just apocalypsed twice, which was a little silly. Our drain is red. Orcs really don't give that many points of experience, so... Oh, hey, let's buy this Potion of Magic. I'm tempted to wear that Scale Mail. We don't have armor skill, but... Can we cast in Scale Mail, I wonder? Encumbrance rating 10 versus encumbrance rating 7. Dude, I think we can wear this. 10, 9, 11. (17, 7, 11). Spells are not castable. Dang. I might stick with it though, just for the purposes of this branch. Hey, Comrade Gary, thanks for the bits, man. Like this dope-ass ramen bowl I got from Uber Eats. Thank you, Uber Eats. Ramen can be tasty. Alright, let's buy this haste. Go ahead and buy mutation as well. And the agility. We burned through all of our gold already, but we'll find a lot more in this branch. Distressingly free ringmail. I sure wish I had waited to try that on. I mean, I'm on Orc 1. I didn't expect to find a bunch of shops on the first floor so quickly. Helmet's available. Might buy that later. Gloves are available. We want those. Ooh. Artifact helmet. Dex +2, +0. Some boots. I guess I'll go ahead and spend the money on the boots. Let's drop all this crap. Okay. Mayonnaise sandwich for dinner level? Oh my god. I just went to Chipotle, guys. All this other stuff is it's too fancy for me. Let's buy this agility. I guess I'll buy an identify too. Might as well get as many benefits as I can. I knew that was a heal wounds. I shouldn't have even identified it. Enchant armor, fear, teleport. This is looking like a character where we're actually going to acquire gold next time we find an acquirement. No joke. It's a lot of shops on Orc 1. Very, very uncommon. Alright, so do I want to wear the +6 scale mail and not have spells other than, well, Sword of Infusion and Beastly Appendage and Sword of Confusing Touch and I guess definitely sticks to snakes. Well, I don't think so, sadly. I think we want to have the ringmail on. So I can actually cast. Although actually, you know what? We are drained. So none of our spells are that castable anyway, so we are going to stick with the scale mail, and that'll help us if we end up getting paralyzed. Which we shouldn't, but we could. Gotta get this drain off. Whoops, I did not want the warg to go parried. I should be able to dance between these two staircases. Uh-oh, that's a whip of electrocution. Kill him instantly. Should be reasonably safe to engage this guy. Okay, back off. Get the exhaustion off, power leap. Come on, man. There we go. Gotta watch out for branded orcs. It could be Disto or Chaos or something, you know. Alright, not bad. Pretty happy with the fact that there's been no sorcerers yet. Let's do the smart thing and pull these guys. Even though that one was parried, safer for me to go up. And we'll do pretty much the same thing, these two staircases. Dance between them. Go up. Drain is slowly being worked off, not too quickly, on account of the fact that orcs are really worth nothing in terms of experience, but it adds up. And I mean, if it's just basic orcs, they can't do a lot to me. Not at this point. Only thing I'm really afraid of, truly afraid of, is like Orc Sorcerer paralyzing me, Orc Sorcerer summoning a 6 Furry on my head, or maybe like a Warlord or a Knight with like a ranged weapon. That would be painful. Are there Mind Flayers in the game? Well, they couldn't call them that, or Wizards of the Coast would probably sue the hell out of them. But I mean, there's things that drain your intelligence. I wouldn't say there's like a direct analog to Mind Flayers now. But like Nekazeks drain your intelligence, although they're more demons than anything. Got a priest ending. God damn, that's a lot of priests. Okay, let's kill 2 priests. Okay, this is... I don't want to fight this many things, oh my god. I'm going to use Fear. Very dangerous, dude. So many smites possible. That's ugly. Let's go down the 3rd staircase. Priest town over here. Eyes of Devastation are kind of like Beholders, it's true. kind of risky even for me to move up and down these staircases, because it's like if they all decided to simultaneously tag me with smite, I would actually die, I think. It's very, 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 very unlikely, because they'd have to roll really high too. But it's the kind of risk I probably shouldn't be taking. What's this now? Hand Axe of Pain. Wow, a Dagger of Pain. Gosh. Even the Hand Axe of Pain might be worth using. Those are legitimately good weapons, considering I have 10 Necromancy. It's kind of wild to find two actually usable weapons of pain. I mean, I want the MR Plus here for sure, more than anything. What is this now? Wow, I get exhausted if I try to power leap into an invisible thing right on its square, even if the power leap doesn't succeed on account of that. Kinda lame. Let's put up a Shroud. Just kidding, we can pretty much not cast it. Whatever. Go up. Pull away. I know the Warg will be able to hit me, but not fast enough. There we go. I think instead of ringmail, probably end up in troll leather armor for a while. Kind of late, but a follow-up to my nerf question, how would you nerf BVC? Let me let you in on a little secret. If BVC did 0 damage whatsoever, I would still use it. That's how strong BVC is. So I might do that. I know that I think Doesn'tHe considers that to be too much of a nerf. So it's kind of hard to say, I guess, what's truly appropriate. Oh, that's a Battle Axe of Disto. That would have been nice to know. I should have checked on that. Got an APOC. It's the only way to guarantee I wouldn't get hit with Disto. Other than power leaping away, I guess. Yeah, the red drain is what we had before, though, so it's no big deal. Just kind of reduced myself to my old station in life that I had moments ago. Red drain is yikes. It's not so bad on Rue. You can always just Apocalypse more. Get yourself even worse drain. But yeah, this was the a very particular vault. It's the, oh damn. Oh damn. Oh damn. This sucks. I mean, we could Zerk, and that would be reasonably likely to work here. Why do you have to stick the 6 Furhy right on the staircase? We're gonna I'm gonna roll the dice on this. There we go. That's almost guaranteed to work. I wish I had power leap there, but we were just exhausted. I know I should have pulled his ass up or gotten on the staircase first. That was just a fault. Okay, here's our buddy. Our first first sorcerer. Let's okay, I can definitely survive one explosion at least. So we do that. Kind of sucks to waste our last our last immolation scroll, but it seems worth it. To be honest, if I get a good position on these dudes, I can probably kill them in one shot with Power Leap. But that may be the one and only sorcerer. When you get this particular vault with all the priests and whatnot, you gotta be shitting me. Okay. You're slow now. Another one? Forget this. I like how they managed to summon like literally the worst possible demon with such great consistently, and by worst I actually mean best. that was a lot of 6 FoHEs in a row. Okay, swing, swing, swing. Power Leap doesn't kill him. There we go. Rations. Don't need those. 2 ration shops. That's bad luck, but then we got like 4 shops on Orc 1, so I can't really complain, can I? True bad luck, though, is the fact that there's a gadget shop here, which is useless to us on account of sacrificing Artifice. Buy the scroll. Buy these potions. Some identify for sale that's cheaper on Orc 1, so... Okay, that was random uselessness. Potions, what could the potions be? They're probably degeneration, to be honest. Or flight. I'll hold off on that. Is this still the horror show it was yesterday? No, not really. It's more frustrating than anything right now. It's not painful. It's just I mean, it's a little dangerous, but not nearly as bad. That drain's basically gone. Let's wear the troll. Well, actually, let's see how our casting is now that the drain's gone. 34% file clutch, screw that. Troll leather armor, boom, everything's castable. Drop the scale mail. Let's see, I could roll the dice on the distressingly furry ring mail, which could be incredible for all I know. Or we could go for the sure thing and buy a helmet and some gloves, which will for sure increase my AC. I want to say significantly. Can I pop a ring of wizardry? Nope, no wizardry. I could wear this ring and see if it's wizardry. +2 of intelligence, that's cute, but not really going to have a big enough difference to matter. Oh, whoa, what's this? Furry ring mail? Ring mail just for that description? Alright. The distressingly furry ring mail is +1 with strength +3. Honestly, I think I'm more inclined to use the troll leather armor, so that sucks. I'm going to buy this, well, we have 2 fear, tons of teleport, so I'm going to buy the ammo. Kind of a shame. If that had been like a +10 ring mail, that would have been incredibly awesome, but no such luck today. It's alright, it's alright. One day we'll have that statue form. So NaNe Badger asked me, going blade hands yet? It might be the time. It very well might be the time. BVC is at 6%. That's really not bad. I should probably, I tell you what I should memorize is Animate Dead. Since we have it online, why wouldn't I? Yeah, we're going to train transmutations. We're going to memorize blade hands. That'll be good. Hate to lose the shield, but, you know, with this set of spells, we can win the game. I don't want to win the game with these spells, but it's an option. You know, it's definitely a thing I could do. Okay, take a look at wizards. Wizards can still banish me, and they like to chill out in the dungeon, so I look at body armor, and I see that there's no unidentified body armor except the stuff that costs money, so I can't really hunt down MR from that. Humble brag. I didn't really intend it as that. Actually, no, there's some chainmail of MR. It's going to make my spells not castable, but that's completely worth it if I'm going to be doing dungeon. So as not to get pizzoned. I can melee this. This is fine. It's just sort of awkward with this crappy +5 hand tax. But this is the one way to get as much MR as possible. Check this out. The gargoyle, the stone arrow hits the gargoyle. I made him shoot himself with his own stone arrow. Get bent. This is not so good. This is not so good. All right, they can open doors. May end up having to fear. I don't know why I thought they couldn't open doors. I know better. I want you not to be a lightning guy. How about that? Okay, fine. I hate the fact that we just APOC'd, but I feel like it was... No, that was a mistake, because I could have taken the armor off. I could have come back down with my spells, and we could have made that work with Confusing Touch or something. Snakes, even. I mean, we have more arrows now, so that was strictly a bad choice. Do I have Polymorph? I have an inability to use wands, or I would have polymorphed it to change it to a different color. What's carrying me a NaNe Badger? The hand axe? Kinda. I mean, it was to some degree. Yeah, no, it's very easy to forget that you sacked Artifice. You're like, oh, I'll just use a wand to solve this problem. It happens to me all the time. It's one of the reasons I actually don't like playing Rue anymore. But it seems to be working out for us. Down we go. He can't one-shot us, but he could two-shot us. So I really don't want to go upstairs next to him. I think we take him from a different staircase, perhaps with our armor off. Clear the rest of the floor first. What am I doing? Should have power leaped that thing immediately. I will say this about Vamp. Vamp is extremely outrageous for a Vine Stalker. How's your fork dev status? Well, it's still kind of stalled out. You guys are free to yell at Wesley about the delays. I mean, I'm not going to release anything until that branch is ready, and for that we need the new tiles. Okay, let's go up. go down. What am I doing? I should power leap this dude. I hate the fact that he just... that is our neg. Or that is a negative bolt. Are you gonna make a mailing list? Yeah, eventually. You know the website, right? I'll probably put something up like, I'll attach it to a NaNe badger or something maybe. Or a NaNe badger, I'll attach it to Amazon. I have acquirement? So I do. Thank you for letting me know. Alright, I'm gonna fear this guy. Because I can't go upstairs with the bolt active. When did I get acquirement? Was that on the last floor? Must have been recently. Those were potions of degen, just like I thought. Requirements. Probably more armor. I'm real tempted to go book, though. It could very easily give me some crap I don't need, but it's guaranteed to give me at least one spell that I don't have. If I found stat form right now, it would be totally GG, I think, because I think it would be already castable. Well, not with this drain, but without it. I think we gotta go armor. Or gold. Although there's actually not enough to buy to really justify that. Cloak. Artifact cloak, okay. Okay, that's sick as hell. Strength +7, that's awesome. For stat form, that's going to be amazing for the damage. Probably helps me cast in this chainmail. MR plus makes me not have to wear the chainmail at all. That is beautiful, beautiful acquirement. So we'll go, we'll wear the troll leather armor instead. Helmet and gloves, helmet and gloves. Let's go ahead and purchase the gloves. Stop cheating. I mean, it's good. It's not that good. RNG just doesn't do that. What was my other acquire? I forget. My other acquire was kind of useless. This thing. The buckler. I mean, the MP -9. It's not useless, but it's not so great for me. Although I am going to wear that for D12 since there's a... mage with bro, 41%, fail 3 times, okay. We have RF plus on, right? Here we do. Fine. Put on the regular buckler. How did I get red drain? I got slapped with a bolt of draining from a deep elf mage on D12. And I was already probably a little bit drained from using Rue abilities. Okay, Infusion, Beastly Appendage, Shroud, and Confusing Touch. Got him. Back to Yellow Drain. A different staircase than this. Put on our buckler with RN on it. I have Vow Clutch, so why don't we use it? Instead of trying this Petrify nonsense. Nice. Nice, super nice. Alright, put the regular buckler back on. More mana is kind of important if I'm casting BVC anyway. Seven-headed Hydra. Well, we've got the God Magic, aka BVC, so we can kill just about anything with that alone. Oh look, it's a centaur. I hope he has an acid wand. Just like the one on D5. So I can really bring this game full circle. Nice. Yep, we are going to be cheesing Val Clutch for a good little while. And in fact, Blade Hands is almost online. Hello. No unarmed combat training yet, but we'll have some. In fact, why don't we take that to like 12-ish? Take this one up. This guy up. Get the confuse on him. Don't forget about BVC. What runes do I have? Oh, you are both bold and optimistic. I have no runes. We finished Lair, we finished Orc, and now we're doing Dungeon. Because I happen to have found enough MR to be immune to wizards, so it's actually a reasonably safe thing to do. Safer than venturing into Shoals or Snake. Bold of you to assume that this character can survive to get runes. Maybe I should be using a Hand Axe of Pain, but outside of putting on that chainmail, there's no way for me to have the MR that will make this character feel real good. Hey, that is an Urub with a Demon Trident. It's cute, I guess. I can always close this door if things start going really badly for me. Penetration, you asshole. Means he goes right through my shields. There we go. Jazz of penetration. I guess we'll pick those up and drop the regular javelins. Probably won't use them, but whatever. This dude can just agony me, right? An injury mirror. He's very, very safe at range. He can only do a percentage of my hit points. He can't kill me. Oh, hello, MiAK. Dangerous. Rue saw fit to paralyze the other MiAK. Gives me some time to get away. Ah, still coming. That's okay. I'm gonna walk away. If she starts owning me, I'll draw up power if need be. Okay, go up. You know what? What do I know, Alf? I need to play Knoll instead of Troll for a bit. I would say that out of the two, Knoll is more fun. Very different kinds of characters, though. Found D5 Lajatong of Order. That's the thing about Knolls, like you find all this cool stuff and it's always usable. That is a fire elemental just chilling out by himself. That makes me suspect that Azrael's on this floor. And there he is. An APOC. Amulet of Wild Haggis. Regen plus and strength plus 4. But way happier with my reflection plus 6, so we'll stick with that. I say there's a pro plus 4 ring and a resist corrosion ring. Those are both pretty good. So we might put those down. Putting those on the shopping list. I don't know if I'll end up buying them, but probably at some point. Yeah, Wild Haggis is pretty funny. D13 is done. Gauntlet. I cannot imagine that we're going to actually do the gauntlet, but it's possible. Looks like I have some enchant armors. Why don't we use those? Actually, let's take a look at what's in the gauntlet first. Could be like an artifact. Hey guys. Should be able to BVC these dudes. Yep. I don't have a indicator of... Okay, it says very distant. This is not something we want to open. That I'm pretty sure is the entrance. The entrance to the vaults, which is going to have a ton of dudes in it. And it said it was very distant anyway, so... And Clutch is very hunger-inducing. Doesn't matter that much, but perhaps I should train some spell casting. Beating of a distant drum, so the east side is closer than the west side. Reasonably safe for me to assume that it's somewhere around here. BBC makes me hungry. Yeah, I watch the BBC, and if they're talking about food that day, I'm sure I do get hungry. Alright, I lied. This is actually not the entrance. This is the entrance. Oh, I know, JPlay. I refuse to be memed on. It's the wild haggis, obviously, that's making me hungry. Hey, there's that ambrosia. So on D14, after Orc and Lair, we finally find that ambrosia we were looking for at the beginning of the game in that horror show encounter. Loud beating of a very distant drum. So it was distant up here, very distant off to the west, and very distant here. So that means this is both up and to the right, probably. Could be over here, I guess. No. No. It's up and to the right. Oh, distant. Could just be straight up. Deep Elf Monk Mumo challenge rules win? That sounds horrific. Why would you make me do that? Although that gives me potions, so it might be less painful, actually. Sea Blink, Lesser Beckoning, Force Lance. Meh. There it is. Go in. Auto Explore, it's a very big one. Lesser Beckoning, very good spell. It's actually really good and extended. I'm not sure if you're being like sarcastic or not, doesn't he? But on this character, it's a terrible spell because I want to keep things far away from me. Obsidian Axe, wow. Alright, so let's think about this. If I go in here, I have to do this one, and I will get this helmet. And there's a ring over here off to the left. There is another ring off to the left. Okay, so point in favor of the leftmost. But then there's a third artifact ring over here. So I'd be picking between two different artifact rings. There's a blink scroll over here though, so we would probably go to the far left, assuming we could survive this stuff, which I think we could. Can we actually win against all this crap? I don't see why not. With APOC especially. I mean, some Bs, okay, whatever, that's easy. These dudes kind of tough, but whatever. These guys are going to be a joke if I can keep the warrior in front. I feel good about this. Yeah, I feel good about this. And we have APOC, that's the biggest thing. But since I know we're not... we're going to find gloves. There's gloves over here, but we're not getting those. We're going to find boots. Not going to find boots. So I will go ahead and enchant up the gloves. Well, I screwed up. Shouldn't have opened both doors. This is kind of cute. I can... Alright. Moment of Truth, +0, helmet, our poise, RC plus, strength +2. That's pretty cool. I can take, I can put this Sin Vaughn instead of the our poise ring. Yeah, we have clutch. The game is much, much better now that we have clutch. I went straight for that. And now we're training to get blade hands both castable and usable. We also have Animate Dead. Nonchalant about the Tengu, yeah, because of BBC. And also because I could kill the Tengu Conjurer probably in one shot just with Power Leap. Their hit points are low enough. But yeah, I mean, he could do a ton of damage to me. Of course, APOC ends that problem immediately. Okay, so we got a pretty decent helmet. Could be more AC, but I mean, this is a pretty great set of resistances. Let's go ahead and just drop the Ring of Ice, I think. APOC or leap out of the room was what I was thinking. Yeah, those are the good options. Yeah, this is a very tame gauntlet. In before we get like a, you know, Minotaur on steroids. Try this ring on. Oh, it's good. I mean, it's not totally incredible, but strength +5, slate +2, that's a perfectly viable thing to be using. Perfectly viable. Go in. Okay, so the artifact is over here. I again have to ask myself if I can actually beat these dudes. And it's a bit risky, but we do have RF+. I guess I can check how much their magma does. I want to say it's 45 damage, but it could be 60. Molten Gargoyle. +20 Crystal Plate Mail. GG no Ray. Yeah, that would be rough, although APOC could still para him. Molten Magma 3D 15, so that's, yeah, that's 45. Okay. Oh, that's funny. You have no appropriate body parts free. I forgot that was, you can't actually Beastly Appendage if you have all your slots filled. So, I guess we should probably go ahead and Amnesia off Beastly. Put on Regen. Oh my god. Do I APOC here? That was just ugly as hell. What happened? Okay, I think we APOC and we do. We'll take intelligence. Okay, this little gargoyle can still do 12, 24, 36 damage to me. Can always blink away. I sure wish it was not a natural ability. Could I drink magic? Would that be an option? No, not a war gargoyle, it's a regular gargoyle. I don't know if I would have done this if that was a war gargoyle. I probably would have just gone straight for the exit. Boy, this is ugly as hell. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, there were 2 magma gargoyles, 1 regular gargoyle, and a Catablebus. Okay, what we could do is we could blink over here and be safe for that turn, and then fog and be safe for a good little while afterwards, at which point we would probably Ambrosia. I think we're just going to swing. He just cast a stone arrow at himself. I'm cool with this. He just punched himself in the face. I'm cool with this. I've got Regen up as the other thing, but I should, you know, if I'd had a little better luck in terms of attacking, I would have gained some mana back as well. Okay, done. Good. He could never kill me. 0% chance of him getting a kill on me. Thanks, Rue. Fascinating. Int -3 ring with RLEC, RPoise, RC+, and Blink. That's incredible. Yeah, that's an incredible ring. We're not going to wear it all the time, but we probably will wear it all the time once we get to Snake if we don't have stat form. Really nice ring. I wish we could get this silver ring too. Remember, always have Shatter when you come into a gauntlet. Alf, what character is this? A troll? If this is a troll, you should wear the Storm Dragon scales. If you're like, the only reason you would wear troll leather over Storm Dragon scales is if your character was like a caster who couldn't cast in his Storm Dragon scales. The mythical troll caster. On the mythical troll caster, I feel like you're probably worshipping Che and should be in the Storm Dragon scales anyway. Alright, actually have another enchant armor, but I'm gonna save it. You're worshipping Che. Storm Dragon scales, yeah. Let's go in. Just because I'm feeling a little bit nervous. We have about 1 billion arrows, 122, pretty good. I'm gonna make some snicks. Dagger of Venom, +4 plate armor of the pit. Just regular javelins. Well, they're returning, but... Holy Christ. Oh, shit! I didn't think he could see me there. Oops. Okay, that's okay. That's terrible. I thought that that was out of his line of sight. I just judged it wrong. Could we have died there? I don't think so. How much damage did he do to me? 1 exclamation point. It could have been 2. I don't know the exact numbers. He probably could have killed me there. That was real dumb, but that's okay. Let's... Okay, check for sure. He cannot see me here. 35 plus Jav base. Yeah, that was a bro moment. Very dumb. We definitely Ambrosia here. Gaining back hit points at lightning speed, because we get mana too. Literal throw. It's okay. Everything's okay. We'll... Move over here. Still can't see me. Should I blink? I got really stupid about resources in this fight, trying to conserve it like a madman when I shouldn't have been. We are going to cast Regen. We are going to blink. Jumping to the exit, maybe. Fog here. I still want to kill him. With APOC we could probably do it. Or with snakes plus ammo, which is what I should have done. Definitely fog. Dang it. That's bad. This is actually the worst possible fog. I'm stunned, to be honest, that it's this bad. Look at how little fog we got. And I don't think more fog comes out the next turn, so we have to take a step here if we want him not to be able to see us. He gets RF plus actually from that plate, so he might very well survive Snake Explosion. Can't teleport, that's good to know. I could blink again, I could power leap here. There could be. He could have consumables, but no, I don't want the plate armor, so I think it would reveal anything else I would want. He may have a wand. Wouldn't it reveal that? Have to think about this. Ammo, which is just jabs of returning. Yeah, I mean, I don't need that. I hate the fact that this fog was useless. I wanted it to let me go in here, you know. I am tempted to spam sticks to snakes off to the east. Can he kill me? 35 plus jab, 45. I effectively have 53 hit points, and he has the fighter flag or whatever, so technically he can do a little more than 45. I guess. I think. Or does that not apply to javelins? It's very unlikely. You'd have to roll max. Yeah, I think we're going to take the risk of going. He does hit me. It doesn't kill me. Have regen up. By the time he can see me again, we're going to end up with... Yeah, we have enough hit points already to not die. I could swiftness here. Fighter flag applies some missiles. That's weird. So I took a step here. That means he's probably there. If I take a step down and to the left, he can't see me. That means he's right here, most likely. So if I then power leap here, he sees me, that's fine. I can close the door here. Or I could APOC and see how it goes. If I APOC and he gets parried, that gives us all the time we need, really. Oh, right, exhaustion, yeah. Fair point. I wish sticks were more guaranteed to block his freaking javelins. What's on the ground here? Anything? Twisted rune staff and some stuff underneath. I could try to fear here. That'd be cool. His MR is really good though. I know the safe play is to just leave. I'm being incredibly greedy. I've already been super, super greedy. I mean, this is dumb, honestly. Turn off auto pickup, close the door, blink to the exit. There's not even anything here that I want. Adios, muchacho. That was dumb as hell. Mostly that sort of bad movement was the worst part. Feels dumb. But we got some loot. Hate the fact that we faulted a little bit there, though. Enchant these boots. You made the major fault of going into a gauntlet. No, we had the resources to safely juke the Minotaur. I mean, I know you're making a joke about how dumb gauntlets are, and that's fair, but no, the real mistake was simply that one movement. I mean, as far as gauntlets go, that was an incredibly soft-hearted type of gauntlet. What skill will best help me get stat form castable? Earth, T-moots, or spellcasting? Earth and T-moots, but if you look at the apt of a troll, Earth is the only magic he's not completely awful at. So keep an eye on the costs, basically. Try to keep the cost of Earth and transmutations matched. You'll end up with more Earth than transmutations. And probably get like five spellcasting or so. Yeah, what doesn't he said? Okay, there's going to be a wizard or several in here. But we are immune to their shenanigans. Only thing I have to worry about is Crystal Spear. I wasn't sure if I'd killed that wizard. I had to put my Senv on just to be sure. Mario Jenkins. That's right. I did some Mario action. I had to hop on his head so he would die despite being invisible. Might be time to train more shields, get this actual shield online. On the other hand, we have blade hands now, I guess. Turn off transmutations, just train unarmed combat. What sacrifices did Mario take to get Power Leap? That's a good question. Sacrificed love, that's why the princess keeps conveniently getting kidnapped by Bowser. She's actually just cheating on Mario. She stages a kidnapping to get away from him, you see. Yeah, also sacrifice words because all he can say is bing bing wahoo. It's a It's a good point, doesn't he? Let's just get these dudes in a hallway, man. Yeah, yeah. We've got the power. Suddenly we can slaughter things. Luigi sacrificed courage. That's true. Okay, I'm going to drop these enchant weapons. Nothing to use them on, really. I'm not going to be using Hand Axe of Pain or anything, so we'll drop that too. And the Broadaxe. We are definitely going stat form today. Enchant up the boots. Have another enchant armor. I think I'll save it. Whoa! Alright, that's a lot of ranged. And transformation. Take a step. Hey fellas. Do you want to not do this to me? Come on, somebody take a step forward. Perfect. Put up regen. Waluigi for Smash. Wow. Yeah, he's a pretty good character. Okay, we're going to just sort of stand here. Damn it. I don't want to get double lightning bolted. Can we die from that? Probably. Okay, we'll put Arlek on at all times, I think. It's about time. Just eat the -3 int, I suppose. Very busy floor, but it's D15, so hey, nice reflect. All right, Alf, thanks for coming by, man. Thanks for the subs, man. That's awesome. Let's put on Synv. Kind of coming up on a very interesting part of the game, I think, which is where we decide exactly what the hell we're going to do for our first rune. Also, we're getting owned by this thing, so that sucks. What does plus rats do? It increases your rat stat. No, I'm just messing with you. It's an active ability you can evoke to summon rats, various kinds of rats to help you out. It's actually really strong in the early game. It's decent in the mid game too. It also adds the game Bad Rats to your Steam library, so that you are stuck with it in your Steam library for the rest of your life. Invis. That's an Invis Ogre Mage, alright. supremely dislike swapping for Synv, but gotta do it. Got him. The cloak produces hell rats. Yes, it does. I think the rat quality ignores Evo skill. That is correct. It's only the success rate, as far as I know. That's what I've read anyway. I haven't actually code dived for this, so I'm going off what someone else said. Acrobat, meh. Hey, we found stat form. We just have to take it away from Roxanne. I love the fact that Roxanne exists. What a good chance of getting stat form every game. How do we beat her? No rapid decon, sadly. Could do the lignify trick, I suppose. Pull it towards me? Why would I want to pull her towards me? She can crystal spear my ass for huge damage. I think instead we... Well, let's finish the floor before we do anything, so I don't get surprised by a bunch of BS as I am taking her down. Oh, you mean move her off of the... I mean, if I had apport, I guess I could steal the book right out from under her, which is actually hilarious. But I don't have a port. That's a really interesting idea, NaNe Badger. I hadn't considered that. I don't think you can move her though. Wow, screw this. Isn't the book inside her? No. No, it's underneath her. She's not holding it. I'll prove it to you. Wow, maybe I won't prove it to you. Roxanne, the floor. I could have sworn that it was just sitting beneath her. Don't I look silly? Very resistant to fire. So even if I do the MO snake trick, I mean, I could just like take a step, do a BVC, hang out right here. She could easily link me to her, I guess. Seems to be working. I'm going back to get my mana to full every time I do that, because that's more hit points for me. She doesn't regen either, so... Very surprising that she's not porting me. Can't complain, though. Give me that book. Boom, stat form. Okay, I'm going to amnesia off blade hands. Stop training unarmed combat. We're going to train Earth and Transmutations both to 13. Spellcasting to... Well, we won't train spellcasting yet. Javelins could have helped a bit. I did consider that, but ended up deciding it wasn't really necessary. Got brand weapon. We don't need brand weapon. Okay. Statue form is not super castable yet. Although I bet if I take this dumb ring off, yeah, drops 3%. Brand your fists, that'd be pretty cool. +2 Ring of Intelligence is available, that would help a bit. No wizardry available. We just fought Roxanne and got stat form, STG. Let's see how much this int helps. Easy game win. I wouldn't say anything about this game has been easy. 16%. Nah, that's silly. Right now we're stuck with the unenviable decision as to where we want to go. I mean, I could just walk into Snake Pit and sort of roll the dice on this fail rate. Kind of sucks. Anani Badger, that is cute that you're listing all the good things that happened and not the bad things. Which I would say heavily outweigh anything good that happened. How many brilliance do we have? We have 4. Let's go in here. Jesus Christ. You've got to be kidding me. Look at this entrance. Look at this entrance, guys. This is insanity. Oh man, oh my god. Yeah, no, I probably will APOC. But I know how APOC works, and it's not going to kill all this stuff. Knowing my luck, it's going to leave the freaking sharpshooter alive. Like, I have to APOC just for safety at this point. I sure wish I had the ability to dig out this wall. Isel will live. The sharpshooter will probably live. 72 hit points is a lot. Everything else will probably die, I guess. Some of the anacondas might live. 60 hit points. That's not bad. Petrify. What would I petrify? The anacondas? Petrify's not going to work versus Isel. He's got high MR. That was a really good APOC, by the way. Was not expecting the sharpshooter to die. A couple options here. We could BVC the anaconda just to make sure he dies. I could stat form, but that kills my MR. Or does it? Yeah, it does if I take off the axe. We already APOC'd, we can't do it twice. Exhaustion, bro. Yeah, I think we BVC Isel and then we make snakes perhaps, or we just swing. It's not like the snakes will be able to do poison to him, really. I could spectral weapon and swing. No, I think we just swing and try to get anti-magic on his ass. And we got it, good. But we have a bit of a problem. So there's a... Oh, what am I doing? Check this out, guys. That helps a bit. Anime Dead is a wonderful, has a wonderful synergy with Apocalypse. Let's BVC this guy as well. Good. 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 Not bad. APOC didn't bring as much stuff as I thought. Alright. Rue reasons, guys. Easy game. That was pretty much all Rue doing tremendous work for me. Speaking of doing work for me, let's let these zombies handle this problem while I take a well-deserved rest. Hey, Gate 88. I hope you're ready. You're going to hear a lot of this sultry voice. Although, it's going to be less panicked now that the character is much stronger. Yeah, the salt's gone. Salty voice. That's what he meant to say. By the way, that gave us a good amount of experience. Stat form down to 14%. Uniques tend to give you enough experience that... shit, there's two. They tend to give you enough experience that it solves the whole APOC problem. Yeah, we are strong. That's... BVC will do that for you. Although I hate the fact that we have two sharpshooters. Dang it. That's like... ah, shit, I let him back here too. I think I'm going to have to APOC again for safety. Unless I want to run around the floor trying to lure them. There we go. Because I couldn't leave them on this, you know, next to this staircase, right? God damn, Mamas can still wreck us hard. Too impatient for this game? Yeah. Remember, the more times you click APOC, the better your skill at the game is true. That's how you know you're playing right, is when you have to APOC 40 billion times. Okay, weapon shop, nothing I care about. Book boutique, that's something I care about. Iron shot's in here. Transfig, if I want dragon form and irradiate, which you better believe I want irradiate. I've fallen in love with irradiate. Spire is available in both the Papyrus of Helpful Air and Book of the Sky. Cantankerous boosts. Nothing we need in there. Already got most of that anyway. I think that's about it. Yeah, that's it. Maybe a Pro Magic, that'd be good to have. That's the only thing out of this that I would want. Having swappable Pro Magic, you know what, we'll go ahead and buy that. Because if I put that on, then I can be in stat form and finally get rid of this hand axe. Yes. Put on the Pro Magic instead of +3 AC. I am in fact going to grab the hand axe of pain. A dire flail of anti-magic? Why would I want to use that? That is that'll wreck my mana, and I would be very slow at attacking with it. Pain, on the other hand, will actually do pretty good damage, considering that I have 10 necromancy. Anti-magic exec axe or bust. I guess we're gonna bust. See, the Naga Mage rides in agony. That's good damage. Extra damage equals live longer. Does it now? Does that mean that? I'm not so sure. There's a battle axe of venom. Let's pull this stuff back away from this dumb dispersal trap. Okay, I'm gonna wear this scale mail. It's cursed. Drop it. It's garbage. +1 with slate +3. Meh. Hey, Shock Serpent. Go into stat form. Punch his ass to death. Bye-bye. Did I see what happened with Algo, by the way? Big money. I don't know what Algo. Who's Algo? Is that short for algorithm? Oh man, that sounds like a really good rap name. Yo, my name Algorithm. And we just got shafted to Snake 3. No, is that a altcoin? I actually don't know about that one. Let's go up. Oh, hi guys. Don't have RF plus. That's a slight problem. Not a very bad one. I mean, we're in stat form now, so I mean, not a lot can touch me. Let's drop Ring of Poison Resistance. We certainly don't need that. I can drop this ring too, since, well, no, we'll keep that as a swap for Blink. Algorand? Yeah, no, I haven't heard of that. Went up more than 50% in the last day or so. Wow. Yeah, that happens sometimes. What was the inciting incident? What was it listed somewhere new or what? Just a pump, maybe? It's insane how much money you can make off crypto if you're just in the right place at the right time. Alright, cool. I'm going to start training shields up to 15. Staff form is essentially online. We could use a little more training, but we're getting that at the same time. It's fine. I may end up APOCing here. I want to immolate, but okay, here we go. I'm an APOC. Yeah, that's too much stuff. Last thing I remember is Orc 2. Not a lot has happened since then. I mean, we have statue form, I guess. Sacrificing 2 EV worth it for upgrading from shield to large shield? Yes. Yes, it is. And if you train shields, that EV problem will solve itself. It's kind of funny that we're using stat form, but we're still using this hand axe of pain. What can I say? I think it's correct. Pain's really good, and on a hand axe I can hit everything with pain. I mean, that's awesome. Benefiting a lot from all the volume being thrown around, that's cool. I mean, yeah, Hardwood, I'm really glad that you're making money off that stuff. I might have to join you, to be honest. I really haven't, typically I really don't do much day trading with crypto, because I consider it a little bit more dangerous than I'd like, but it's so fun that I might even quit video games. Don't lose all your money, man. Like, I promise you, day trading in crypto or the stock market or anything is a risky endeavor. You know. Nothing is guaranteed. And I'm happy to help people learn how to trade and how to safely hold the stuff in terms of like security risks, but can't see losing all of it, maybe a significant portion. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you set up a stop loss, as long as, I mean, barring some kind of bug, which usually doesn't happen, especially on respectable platforms, there's no way to lose all of it. So I mean, yeah, if you're doing the due diligence, that's correct. Unless there was like a flash crash, which is not totally unknown, but I would say is extremely rare. Yeah, that's right. For the most part, that's right. Hey, we go downstairs and get marked immediately. I will APOC if I need to. I kind of want to pull most of the floor to me. And then APOC. How cool would that be? I could just go up here though, which is probably the smart thing to do. This is a good mark spot. It is, isn't it? Yeah, we're pulling everything out of the vault. I'm just thinking like what I should do here. Totally safe for me to just leave. Could get tons of experience by APOCing, and probably it would give me all my experience back from the drain, or most of it. And then we could go back down and do the same thing again if I felt like it. Or I could swing. The only risk is like if my magic goes away, then I can't APOC, then we got a serious problem. So I'm gonna APOC. Yellow drain. BVC this stuff. BVC this stuff. Probably just let BVC kill some of the stuff and then go up, right? Those warriors probably aren't going to die. I should probably go up now. I APOC too early. Yeah, you're right. The problem is that every time I take damage, I'm losing mana, right? So I could get in the unfortunate position of, you know, being out of mana, being unable to APOC, and having no magic potions, you see. Actually, no, I have two. Whoops. Still, I could just stay at 0 mana. In short, I was bogged. See, Hardwood, I warned you about that. You know, if I was ever going to... I mean, and again, I don't even know if this stuff is illegal or not, the pump groups. I don't think it is, as long as you're not organizing it. But technically that is market manipulation, which is another reason I always stay away from it. Like, those guys are, I'm pretty sure, straight up breaking the law. But then again, with crypto, it's like questionable because nobody enforces it, so de facto it's not illegal, I guess. I mean, none of this is legal advice, of course, but it's the Wild West. But the biggest thing is, from what I've read of the SEC's articles about it, they're basically like, you know, one, this might be illegal, two, you're probably getting scammed. Has nothing to do with the pump group. Oh, okay. This is crap. An APOC here. My sad, slow statue form. Bro, what did I come back to? We're just talking about crypto. Dude, let me go up. Oh, I screwed myself. That was my only fear. God damn it. I thought I'd be able to go up next to a green Naga, you know? Now I gotta kill this guy. PVC him. Now we'll go up. Okay, that was dumb. That was a dumb use of fear. Let's go buy the sphere. Let me go up, game. No, I don't think I will. Don't think I will. Pretty much. I have 2 enchant armors. I could use those, but I think I'll save them for the shield. Stat form's still a bit low, so we'll take Earth Magic and Transmutations to 14. Go back into snake rather, not steak. Maybe I'm hungry and I want a steak. Ordinarily, I wouldn't necessarily. I wouldn't do Snake 4 just yet. Steak Pit. Sounds like a pretty cool name for a restaurant, I guess. Yeah, but I might go into shoals on another character. Not this one. This guy's strong, he can handle it. Ouch. Painful miscast. It's going to be painstaking, but we will clear this floor. Whoa! Very painful. Was that a hasted sharpshooter? I think it was. Enjoy your petrify, bro. Go back into stake. Official MRG crawl change. Snake Pit changed to Stake Pit. You have to fight meat monsters. In fact, it just dumps you into meat sprint. Whole branch is literally just meat sprint. And you die instantly on the way in. The greater sirloin hits you. Prince Ribeye. A little risky for me to move like this next to these guys, but seems to be working out. Gosh, that is a lot of sharpshooters. We APOC'd to make that less crappy. That would have been 4 sharpshooters altogether if I hadn't separated almost entirely by accident 2 of them out. What is up, Asterion? Oh god, I don't have RF. APOC. APOC did not wreck his casting. Iron shot me still. I'll drink resistance, I think. Killed him. Resistance was a little bit crazy there, but I really needed to not take tons of fire damage. Petition for TRJ to do as much damage as a Titanic slime creature? Well, I think he does, actually. If you add up all his attacks anyway. Hits for 50, then another 30, 6, 7, 8, that's 80. Titanic slimes can do about 100. I don't know exactly how much extra acid damage he does. It's a lot. Let me see. 73, so 21, it's 101 plus another 21. So he could do 122 damage acid plus another 24 because of the 2 splashes. Yeah, you forgot the dumb, the extremely dumb thing that I'm always talking about. There it is. 43 for melee, 45 for acid, ranged, rather. The secret extra damage, anytime you take acid damage. Yeah, my thoughts exactly, doesn't he? It's real dumb. I'm not sure whose idea it was to program it like that, but it seems fairly silly. I can't believe it's not revealed in XV, you know? Why wouldn't you just tell the player how much damage they can take? But not only is it hidden, it's hidden under like 2 layers of obfuscation. To the point where you could be like doing your due diligence and looking up things in LearnDB or you know, with the infobot and still take more damage than you were expecting. Feels pretty dumb to me, personally. Oh, crap. Statue form ended. Let's APOC. Too much fire possible. Taking big chances there. Remember, I'm moving slow in stat form. It may seem like I'm unstoppable, but God, could I get some RF plus? How about that? 350 gold. Do we have 350? No, we don't. Just gonna have to live without it. What was the secret damage? 43 for each time you take. Only kind of have that discussion. Yeah, so DCSS, also hello Tone. DCSS has this really dumb mechanic, and it could have actually tagged you, Tone, because I know you were looking stuff up when you won that first game, but I bet you didn't know this because it's buried. So if I look up, let's just look up, I don't know, OgLob plant. So we did a little @ symbol in the question mark, we look up the OgLob plant, we see that it does spit acid, 3d7. So you look at that and you probably think, wow, 21 damage, that's not that much. Secretly though, if you look up acid, damage from you are splashed with acid is an additional 45 for ranged acid attacks or 43 for melee. So that's 20 or 12 depending on what kind of attack it is. And there's really no mention of this anywhere other than this little LearnDB entry. Certainly not in the game. the game doesn't even tell you how much acid the main attack can do, let alone the splash. It just says that it has like an acid attack. Like if I go into just the game itself, this is the most asinine thing. Look up OgLob plants. It's the same as if I XV'd it. No, I think that's every acid attack. I think the splash always happens. But certainly there's a chance at least of it happening every time. So yeah, check it out. This is how like dumbly obfuscated this game is, and this is going to be one of the first things I change. I think Doesn'tHe actually was already working on it and came across some technical issues with it that made it a little more, a little less easy than we thought it would be. But I mean, it's one of the first things that should get done because check this out, OgLob plant. Spit acid doesn't even show you any of the damage it can do, and this is true of any attack that's not a melee attack in the game. And actually there was a time when even the melee damage wasn't shown. It's outrageous. In my opinion, if your game is difficult solely because you don't tell the player what the hell's going on, well, Doesn'tHe, my plan for that, if you really want to just make it easier on yourself, my suspicion is that we should just streamline a lot of the random number definitions. You know, every single time there is a really weird dice roll happening, and this is going to require a good bit of refactoring, but what do you think about just changing those so they're less stupid, so that in the future when we're working with them, you know, we don't have this like, oh, it's totally messed up, I guess we just can't work with this type situation, you know. Give monsters MP? You think so? I don't know about that. It's an interesting idea. That was dangerous being surrounded by all that. Instead of balancing crystal spears around, yeah, Alich probably won't cast it 3 times in a row. See, I don't know, maybe. I'd be down to talk about that. That's something that's veering into the territory of like super huge fundamental changes to the base game. And while I'm not, I am not against the idea. The design doc that we worked up, kind of, and we don't have to treat that like a Bible or anything, but I do think that we should be very careful about things that will make it feel like a different game. You know. Like for example, I'm always complaining about forks to where they feel like they have to do some huge thing with stairs, you know. But they're not building crawl; they're building a different game. What was that guy who disappeared? Who was going? It was very clearly an alt who went by the name Good Cool Guy. And every time someone was making a fork, they were like, "Oh, well, do something to differentiate yourself from crawl." And I thought it was the worst advice possible. Because people don't want to play something that's not crawl, they want to play crawl. So if you do this huge fundamental change, you're no longer really pandering to people who enjoy crawl, are you? He did vanish, like Dev Spy. Not to be too big on conspiracies, but I wonder. That's so cool, but dude, look at kind of lost myself mid-sentence there. Look at this. I went from 6 magic to 22 magic just by swinging once. It's so cool. Just from this one single bite. Vinestalker is just really good. Decrease the chance to cast it in a row to be 0% after 2 casts. Well, there are some things that I want to mess around with, like paralysis and confuse, that, you know, make it like stutter casting or sputter casting if you prefer, where it's just like not possible for them to spam it down. And paralysis kind of has a mechanic like that, where if you've just been paralyzed, you can't get paralyzed again. But I mean, there's nothing stopping you from just being permanently confused by a hasted or berserked Tarantella, for example. With regards to Lich's LCSing you twice in a row, I don't actually mind that, because there are very obvious, well, maybe not obvious, but there are very clear counters to this kind of thing, you know? Like the Lich, I can turn off a Lich almost entirely by just using a scroll of silence around him. I can, I'm going to APOC. I can blink away from the Lich. That'll guarantee he can't LCS me again. You know, so it's like if he's hasted, I know I have a serious problem, and I got to reset the fight until he's not hasted anymore, assuming he's the LCS guy. If he's not hasted, you know, as long as I can survive the 144 hit point, you know, hit point total that he can do with the LCS, I know I'm fine until that point. So I really like that DCSS does stay incredibly dangerous and force you to reset fights. Like again, to me, that is the core of the DCSS experience. Is fight can go badly no matter how strong you are, and you have a way to deal with that if you're smart and you've conserved your resources and you plan things properly. So you end up with a game that's very unforgiving of mistakes, but also extremely forgiving or extremely friendly to you if you are playing perfectly. And that, I think, is the magic of DCSS. That's what makes it able to feel really difficult to newer players and even to, you know, mid-level players in the late game. Even though elite players often say, oh, well, the late game's really easy, you know, I'm sure probably most of the people in this chat don't feel like they could consistently do, I don't know, like Zot on every single character, you know, and that's the beauty of the game. That's one of the things that it really gets right, you know, because you make one mistake in Zot and you're boned, you know, really, really, really boned in some cases. But very rarely will it just outright kill you, except in the very early game, and we're going to do something about that. Why is this vault a clown face? I don't know, but I think I'm triggered. Why'd you have to tell me that? Alright, there's no loot here. How's stat form? 8% still yellow? Train some spellcasting. I will not suffer alone. It's very selfish, doesn't he? But I guess I understand. Is rapid decon available? Nope. Why did I want Book of Earth then? Iron Shot? If I had Iron Shot, I could probably clear Slime. But we really want Transfig more. So low on gold. I think we just go into Shoals. I wish we had D-Missile, but getting a lot of experience is the last thing that's going to happen on this character thanks to, or getting a lot of skills, I should say. You know, thanks to the wonders of Rue. Should I be using this axe still, or should I be punching? I should probably be punching. Wow, none of that left chunks? Oh, there's some. This is another reason I'd like to have RF. What are some good god choices for a HoFi? Hello, King Deathrave. Welcome to the stream, man. Well, the most fun one is Beog, because how often do you get to play Beog? But I mean, Gozag's good, Trog's good, Oka's pretty good, Redem Mule would be good. Just the standard power gods, really. Usk would be fun, but a little bit dangerous. Crap. I burned through my mana. Swing. Give me some mana back. Give me one of those sick, yeah, there we go. One of those sick hits. Now we'll power leap. My god, Pain Hand Axe so good. Red is the most surefire win. Yeah, cheesing that +3 Invo apt is nice. I mean, especially on a Hill Orc, that drain life on Redem Mule is just a save my life button as long as living things are around. It's honestly stronger than revivification in some cases. Kazlal. You know, the combo that broke Elliptic Streak was actually, I don't know if you know this, it was a Spriggan Enchanter. You guys want me to go Kazlal on it for the memes? See if we can win anyway. Once I get to game number 44. Because we're gonna play the Streak Breaker. We're gonna play the spin. Be as iconic as possible. Love that we keep our bite in stat form, it's awesome. 1.2 speed with these fists. Wish we were just a little bit faster. A guide to spin of Kazlal. Did he die to a bolt of draining an elf? Ah, man, you're the one who told me this story. Tell the story of how he actually lost that game, because I haven't seen it. I didn't. I don't know if you were there at the time or if someone just told you the story or what. But I am curious. You can't fool me into using Kaz. I already made that mistake multiple times. That wasn't you? Someone told me about this one once. I forget who. Large shield of reflection. Wow. Wow. We'll end up in that, I think, at some point. I don't care how long it takes. You don't know how he died? So wait, what was the bolt of draining an elf a reference to then? Can we dream orcs so that the enemies don't dream of untold riches when they see Gozag gold? Well, that's every enemy dreams of untold riches when they see Gozag gold. Oh, you don't know what led up to that. I see, I see. I bet he was doing elf early. Gozag coin. Yeah! No, STG, you are mistaken if you think that that gold triggers, unless there's a bug, which I don't think there is. The gold sitting on the ground from the dungeon should not trigger that at all. Understandable, though, that you might think otherwise, considering the message is a bit vague, perhaps. Oh right, BVC works on water for no discernible reason. Oh, I see what you think. Well, but think about this. Maybe they're in the orc mines because there's so much gold. If you think about it, maybe it should work on them even better, you know, on account of the fact that they they're only in there because they're greedy, right? That's why they live in a mine. But that's the thing, though. They want more. That's how greedy they are. They're like Lord of the Rings dwarves, you know. They've delved too greedily and too deep. Now they have to deal with the dreaded elf frog. Okay, I could buy haste, and honestly, I should, even though I want that book. The Book of Transfig. Yeah, I saw we found Iron Shot. That's another reason why we don't need to go for Irradiate, even if I do want it really, really, really badly. Gives me a pretty obvious path to doing slime. God, I wish we had more gold. So many things I want. Our core is going to be important down there. That haste really helps. Having consumables that actually do things on a Vine Stalker, unlike heal wounds, becomes a lot more important. big MR on this morning star. No, STG, that does not make me feel better because I don't have that gold, my friend. Oops. Wait, I can't be petrified, can I? Okay, let's make some snakes. I know you're going to run out of rocks. Should have BVC'd him a little bit ago, but that's okay. We have like 1 billion arrows by now, I bet. Yeah, 903. Dwarven Hulls is a swap for Elf. That is going to happen. There are a few branches we've discussed. That wasn't one of them, but I do want to add that. It's not going to be the trap-laden type nonsense that they had planned. My ideas, which I haven't actually discussed yet, go along the lines of putting deep dwarves in there that actually know how to heal themselves. Yeah. So the theme is that you've got these dudes who are just an absolute bitch to actually kill. Maybe it has less floors than Elf or something. But it kind of will turn turn the game on its head a little bit, because suddenly you'll have these fights that are quite difficult to actually finish. But the first branch we're working on is it's a third lair branch that'll swap for either shoals or snake, either water or poison. I mean, major minor healing. Yeah, sure, that'd work. What else? We had this idea to put an underwater branch in, but I wasn't sure if we discussed where we would put that as a swap. Yeah, Enchanted Forest as a swap for Salt Flats, that was suggested, I think, by you, right? And it seemed like an okay idea, although we'd need to think about what kind of monsters we want to put into the Enchanted Forest. Could be interesting. Okay, let's go down to Shoals 3. Place Pandemonium with Pantheon. So what, like a holy themed? Huh. That's kind of cool. And you end up having to fight the avatars of the gods. Like the ones, there are tiles for them that never got used. Bruh moment. Okay. Here's Shout. That's not good. Let's regen. Should I telly? It's kind of dumb. I don't think I need to telly. Why don't I just pop an agility? It's just a lot of damage as possible from the ranged. Do we have fear? Yeah, we have fear. I don't want to use it, but we do have it. It's going to hang out here. Just have regen working for me. I don't want to take any steps away from this telly. We're reflecting an awful lot too, you know. Statue's ending. Alright, I'll take a step. If statue ends... Shit, barbs actually hit me. Got my mana back though. That's what I wanted. Turn statue form back on. Is there any corpses? There we go. It's crazy how fast you can go to full mana. But yeah, man, that sounds like a really cool idea. Have you seen have you seen many of those tiles, the avatar tiles? Because like I would like to use those or some perhaps modified version of them, because some of them look really very good. I mean, if I would say that before doing something like that, you would need to really make extended worth doing again. You know, shorten it up a lot. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know if I see the point of extended, you know? Because it's for bragging rights or whatever, okay, fine. But nobody does it more than like 1 or 2 times. And I don't know if shortening it would even solve that problem. Give pan the hell crawl treatment? Do people actually do pan and hell crawl, or is that? Oh wait, did he force you to do it? Like make you do it after after the rune? Because that is an awesome idea. The idea of having to do it on the orb run, that I would be down for. Shortening it up a lot and then forcing you to run through there, and maybe even give you some kind of statistical bonus for picking up the extended runes, so there's like an actual tactical reason to do it. That was hell. What did he do with pan then? Pan is just 5 rune floors. That was my original idea back in the day for dealing with that. Makes it more exciting as well, since you like, you know, sink or swim. You got to deal with these pan lords. You can't just farm pan forever. But mostly just take out the RNG slog. 5 whole floors. Profire, good, we have a swap for that. I think I'm inclined to wear that over MR, to be honest. Although maybe I'll just... Yeah, we'll wear MR all the time. We'll drop this Slay Strength Ring, and we'll wear RF. That's pretty good. Probably good to remember that I am on Shoals 4. Bad things could happen. Is there a limit to how many pan floors you could get before a Rune Fortress, or could you literally run out the turn? Well, you're not going to run out of about the turn timer, because that's 200 million turns, so statistically that's all but impossible. And also I believe that even in baseline crawl, there's like an increasing chance to find a rune floor for every floor you visit. So basically no, but I don't think it ever becomes guaranteed. So I mean, like technically it's possible, but you're talking about something that's more rare than winning the lottery at that point. Still haven't found the correct hut to bust. Too bad Blue isn't here. He'd enjoy this. Power leap and finish this fight. Actually swinging because I want mana back, but I will BVC now. Come on, give me my mana back. What the hell? Give me my bite. There we go. Sometimes it just doesn't work, that's the other problem. Turns out the devs don't like it very much when you try to get the longest turn count possible. Turns out it's effectively the same thing as DDoSing the game. Depending on how you do it. Which I found out the hard way a while back. I guess that setting something up that rests a lot just breaks crawl. I don't know if they've done anything about that yet, but it's not intentional. But I guess the JS that sort of makes everything work is just kind of bad. Whoa. Technically we could die here if he did 50 damage in a row to us, or twice in a row. Let's get on the land. Dang it. This is really bad. I wish I could AA, but I can't. I have Tele going. Do I fear here? I think I fear here. This is good. HuAE. Oh, no, no, no. Hey, Cinchi, how you doing, man? We're having a slightly rough time right now. I may have to... Yeah, I could have blinked away, but... fears seemed better. Damn, dude, I'm gonna have to blink here, probably. Probably use 2 blinks. What a shame. If I had more mana, this wouldn't be necessary. I suppose I could, like, maybe BVC this dude and walk. Stat format's so slow. I'm not going to take the chance. We're going to blink. Up we go. You've got to be fucking kidding me, dude. That's actually horrible. We're teleporting away from this. Nonsense. Alright. We got dispersed is what happened there. So we blinked onto the hatch, and then we got dispersed right off of the hatch. Yeah, Kappa indeed. Hey, what's up, Doxine? This is dumb enough that I will use more resources if I have to, but I think we can just rest here. This is okay. BVC this dude, swing, swing, swing. I wish I was near a staircase. Dispersal traps were a good addition for sure. Definitely not dumb as hell. Hey, there's the rune. Let's pull these guys. There's the third staircase. It was here the whole time. Would have been good to know. Rune now GTFO? I could, but we can fight this floor. The only reason we had problems before is just because we got ambushed really badly. I want to take my prize, and that's HuAE's head. But why though? Experience. Experience, possible loot. This character needs experience real badly. I don't know if you've noticed, but I sacrificed skill. That is a helmet of intelligence +2. Gives me more AC, but it takes away my RC+, which I don't really have a good alternative for. I mean, I have this ring, but I don't want to have to wear it because it's at -, which sort of almost defeats the purpose. I think we stick with the RC+ helmet for the time being. Still using hand axe. Yeah, I could be using my fists. We actually trained unarmed combat, but shockingly it feels like the hand axe is better at this point. Just because pain is... I mean, we do have Necromancy 10, don't forget that. The full mana. Oops. BVC's targeter screwing me over. So here's an example of why I wanted to do this. Here's a Lignify. You know, I could find all kinds of resources in here. I've been very stingy about using my hastes, by the way. That is on purpose. I'm trying to save those for Zot if I can. Burning things like Fear first instead. Goodbye, Ulsui. Nice pile of experience for me. Did I run into Polyphemus? Yeah, we killed him. We killed him with snakes. Yeah, he went down pretty hard. How you doing, by the way, Waifugate? Having some good streams lately? Snakes are so good. Yeah, that is a spell that probably will be nerfed in my version of the game, to be honest. It's just a little too good. I don't know if I'm going to raise the level of the spell or just... I don't know, I mean... I would still use it even if it only made the... what do you call it? The little brown snakes, you know? The level 0 snakes, basically, is what you could call them. If it consistently gave you 2 or 3 of those, that would be an extremely powerful spell still for early game, and it would stop it from being so outrageously strong in the late game unless you comboed it with like Inner Fire or something. So I think that might be a decent way to balance it. I'd have to talk to Doesn't He about it. He always has really good ideas about balance. I don't know if he's still in the chat or not. No, that was Polyphemus, NGMap. There was a reason I was being so... I mean, it was not on this floor, it was on a floor or 2 ago. There's a reason I was being so careful about it. A sponsored stream for Shadowverse. That's a card game, right? Sleep schedule is effed. You know, I have finally started, over the last 2 days, I've started streaming at the same time every day. 9 p.m. EST. That was at Man's request. And I'm noticing I get way more viewers doing this already. So maybe streaming at normal human American hours rather than in the middle of the night is a good idea. Inner Flame is weird in large part because spell power has no influence on the explosion's damage. That's probably the first thing I'd change. That's fair. What do you think about Sticks to Snakes, though, by itself, though? Did you hear my my Soluzione suggestion? Okay, so the idea was previously I think we talked about raising the spell level, perhaps. My wild and crazy idea that I just kind of invented 5 seconds ago is to make it so it only makes the little crappy ball pythons. And that might make you think, oh my god, it's terrible, it's shit. But it will always, regardless of spell power, give you like 2 or 3 of them. So if you think about it, that's actually still very strong on D1, D2, D3, D4, even D5, whatever. Like that's a constriction against like a priest. It's a body blocker. If you get 2 or 3 of them and it's unlimited how many you can have, it's still quite potent in general because they constrict. Right, but you couldn't... I mean, they die really fast though, so... I don't know. It would definitely be more fair, I think, as a level 2 spell. Just a thought. Yeah, no, you couldn't kill Antaeus with it, I don't think. Give level appropriate snakes. See, that's a problem though, because it's a level 2 spell that remains absolutely just outrageously strong for the entire game, and I don't like that. I think that's bad balance. It's too much of a no-brainer. Like on this character, I was kicking myself because I got it, and then I didn't immediately start training transmutations. So, Boas and Zot. Wouldn't that be nice? That's like a Shadow Creatures type deal. Level 9 spell. Fair enough. Level 9 it is. Confirmed. The level 9 version is just called Anaconda Don't Want None. Okay, so we pop on our core, and then we think to ourselves, do we feel lucky punk? Can we do slime right now? The answer is probably no. Outside of Petrify, well, I mean, stat form probably would let us punch things to death in here. What is she's got buns on? That's a level 9 translocation spell that summons bread for you to eat. Level 27 spell. Okay. I would be okay with making Monstrous Menagerie summon boas sometimes, I think. I would be probably more inclined to just take Monstrous Menagerie out of the game. But, I don't know, I'd have to think about that. Do V1 before slime? I could. I have a shitty idea for a spell that's all schools. That sounds like, an all school spells sounds like something like a kid who just started playing D&D would make up. Oh, he's such a master wizard, he has all the magic. Not to break your balls too hard. Are we immune to Great Orb? Yeah, we are. Yeah, probably only gnolls would cast whatever that is. Prismatic Spray is kind of... that's true. Rainbow Beam. I know I'm dicking around here. I'm trying to see... let's see. The shield. Things are still castable in the shield, so we're going to drop our buckler. Honestly, we're going to drop this large shield of reflection. I don't think I'm going to end up with 25 shields as much as I want it. So I'll probably go ahead and enchant up the shield. Boom, level 5. 5 levels of enchant there. Let's get a little revenge first. Guys, remember this floor? Hey, buddy. Nice Wand of Acid, bruh, and Ring of Pro Cold. Bye-bye. Grinder's telling me about how he used to sell toenails on the black market. Goodbye, Grinder. Okay, just a little annotation for you there. Little note too. What a terrible floor. Okay. I think we're going to go into, yeah, vengeance, right? We're going to go down here. Fascinating. Got a little mutated before my snakes could block for me. Two shining eyes right at the beginning is kind of obnoxious. But this was about as good as we could do. I mean, Spire is technically available, but we can't afford it. That would be a little better for blocking eyes, but our defenses are kind of bad. I probably shouldn't be doing this. 29 AC, 11 EV. We could be stronger. Good God, I haven't trained any dodging at all. The experience is really 1.3 dodge, sir. Take that to 10. Yep, you sold me. We should do... You're making Dynast proud. I saw the -3 aptitude and I didn't want to do it. Penetration Arbalist. Cloak of Invis, that's kind of cute, but I'd rather have the MR plus Strength plus 7 for sure. He's no longer proud. He gets triggered if you say Dynast. Is that not how you say it? Like a dynasty? I've also heard people say dynasty, I guess. But I thought that was more of a matter of preference or whatever. I didn't think there was a agreed upon correct pronunciation. Well, to be fair, he pronounces a lot of things in fun ways. I like how he always pronounces the ED at the end of words. I actually really enjoy that. So it's like, oh, I got trapped. No, I got trapped. You're pronouncing it the American way. So the superior way is what you're saying. Market. Bring me into the para, right? Yeah, we are. I think we're at the point where we should train more unarmed combat as well. And just start using our fists like God intended. Superior way and American in the same sentence. Well, Senshi, riddle me this. What's better? Eurotrash units or Superior Imperial? He got marked 70 times. Well, that's just the Ebering formula is what that is. Getting marked 3 times on a floor is just like par for the course in the late game now. Which has created, like... It's made Zot 5 so weird. Because you actually want to be marked. It's just really bizarre. I don't think he intended or even guessed that that would happen. But it did. America almost crashed the stock market so that a couple guys could make a couple bucks. What are you referring to? Are you referring to the trade war? America almost broke the economy and sent the world into another dark age. I don't think that's true necessarily. I'd have to know what you're referring to exactly. There were boots on the ground. Oh, 2008. That's not America's fault. That is the fault of bankers who I promise you are not I imagine they don't care about any country. They just care about their wealth. Some of them were American, but not all. Did you guys know that Bitcoin was made almost as a direct response to what happened in 2008? Because you had these bankers essentially, well, I mean, it would take me hours to explain exactly all the terrible, horrible things they were doing, but essentially they were selling garbage to people and they knew what they were doing and didn't care. It was just this very clever way of putting together, you know, housing, the housing market such that, you know, people could get loans on stuff. Then they had no business getting a loan because it packaged one person's mortgage with a bunch of other mortgages until nobody knew what the hell they were dealing with. And so it was a thing that was essentially guaranteed to fail eventually, as enough people defaulted on their mortgages. It's one of the many reasons 2008 happened, but with Bitcoin, you know, you can't just magically print more money and bail out the people who essentially, as you called it, the created a new dark age, or however you phrased it, you know, because that's what happened. Is that the punishment for basically screwing over the entire economy and doing all this shady stuff was that they got handed a big sweaty pile of money because they were, as they put it, too big to fail. And yes, they are doing it again. They don't call it tranches anymore. They call it, or they don't call them CDOs anymore. They call them something else. They've been doing that for years. Yeah, this is a bizarre. I don't know how much I care about actually doing it though. I'm gonna APOC here. Like I have 97 gold. I don't even want to spend my magic mapping trying to get to that. I mean, okay, I found it. I'll go in. If there's something in here, I can abyss myself, I suppose. A bunch of artifacts. They could have minus telly, but alright, there's an enchant weapon that I don't really care about. There's a curing, there's an agi. Let's roll a teleport. Okay, I'll purchase the agi. It's gambling, but everybody else has to pay, pretty much. Well, doesn't he? I am pretty sure that the stores are partially based on how much gold you have. So that's not all that surprising, considering I walked in with less than 100 gold. You don't think that's the case? Well, I completely made this up based on intuition, so if it's not the case, it would not surprise me at all. Okay, let's drop the stones. I don't know why we're carrying stones. Let's make sure we don't pick those up again. So, on this character, the absolute best case scenario in terms of my skilling is that I somehow get D-Missile online, I get Iron Shot online, I get Irradiate online, I get shields to 25, and I wear a large shield, and on and on and on and on. I don't have enough experience to get all that. It doesn't exist. I'd have to farm Abyss for a long time to even think about doing that, what with my absolutely nuked aptitudes from Ru. So, I mean, I actually might end up farming Abyss a bit for experience on this guy, because otherwise I'm taking kind of a risk in Z5. But I don't need to worry about that just yet. We're just sucking up all the experience that that Vaults has to offer. Having a really grand old time tabbing through everything. Should I bribe Shoals? You probably don't need to bribe an S branch, but I mean, if you feel like you have to, for safety, there's no shame in it. I did warn you that you might need to farm Abyss. Well, was that before or after I started worshipping Ru? Because Ru is always the thing that makes me feel like I'm going to end up needing to farm. What branches should be bribed in a 3-rune? Well, first of all, you should do a 4-rune, not a 3-rune. And for me, if I'm Gozag, I end up bribing, sometimes I bribe Vaults 5, depending on how strong the character feels. For the most part, I save my bribes for Zot 5, if possible. If the character is particularly weak and really needs a boost, I might bribe Elf. That's a fun one. Right when I took Unskilled. Yeah, that's a pretty good evaluation that NG met. God, I wish I had a Radiate here. 990 gold. Can't wait to acquire gold. Hey, buddy. I'll APOC your ass if I have to. Hey, look, it revealed which one's real. He cloned himself, but only one stayed. Only one stayed BVC'd, so I think he has to be the real one. Shit. Was that not him? Son of a bitch, it tricked me. I can't believe it. Okay. I gotta blink away then. That would have been nice to know that one stays, you know. Well, we don't have RF plus. I didn't know that. I thought we had RF plus all the time. Oh, I never took off. Oh, shit. Bro moment indeed. Okay, we're gonna drink Brilliance. Or, sorry, we're gonna drink Resistance. Illusions are weird with regards to status, and I've learned something today, but I don't like being fooled, I'll tell you that much. Sure wish I had APOC'd instead. He could blast me twice with RF, or with Bolt of Fire, and kill me. Does 60 damage, I think. Just kidding, it does closer to 90, so he could one-shot me. No, he could easily two-shot me, even with RF plus. So I think we have to use both. We have to burn both of our blinks. Blink here, and then blink all the way down there. And then fog at that point, or haste, I guess. Actually, you know, I could take a step here and then haste and save myself my last blink which I'd like to keep on hand. Okay, haste. There's a copy of me here, but I guess that's weird that he only does 22 damage, but I'll take it, fine. I need to open that damn door. I could teleport. That could end up very bad. I think I just drink agility. Alternately, I could pop on pro fire, and that would make this much less shitty. Let's do that. I could even start swinging and get my mana back. That might be okay. Drink agility, maybe even finish this fight. Let's agi punch. You squash Malcolm Rose's illusion like an ant. You bite but do no damage. Give me my mana back. Can't leech mana from summons, probably not. Okay, let's drink a might. We have 2. Feel less exhausted, alright. Punch. Punch. We drained his magic, so he's got to be the real one. He's not the real one. You can apparently drain the magic out of the real ones. APOC. Punch. Goodbye. I'm so fucking mad. Sorry about the language, but there were several things that annoyed me about that encounter. 2 things we've learned about the endless fun that is DCSS's codebase. Number 1, if you BVC Mara, or put any kind of status on him, I assume, he can then clone himself, and only one of them will have the status effect, but turns out that could be a fake one. Thing number 2 we've learned. You can, in fact, hit a Mara clone with your Vinestalker bite, and get mana back. Really exciting stuff today that we're learning about Mara. Mara's so much fun, sort of like Menace. Honestly, I don't usually have that much trouble with Mara, but that's because I don't make really dumb assumptions. I kind of like that we got bamboozled twice in one fight by the very peculiar mechanics that that enemy has. You know, that was fun, right? I guess I won't make that mistake again, but I mean, that's very much not the way you would expect it to work, right? Let's BVC this dude in the back. Just punch the... Ah, damn. Watch out for Sajobo. Should I burn a telly? Probably don't need to. No, I should burn a telly just to be safe. Kill the one guy. Put up regen. Swing on Sajoba, that's fine. I need his entourage dead, and I need to get a good engage on him. We have so much in the way of telly that burning a couple is not the end of the world, if it's for a good cause. So Jobo and Mara on the same floor, though. How about that? Okay, this is good. Let's BVC, swing, punch and bite, massive damage, very good. Dead. And I can cheese BVC like this. Nice. Wow. This is designed to screw you by auto-exploring into it. Hand axe of pain. We're forced to fight with us around, so we might as well make the best out of it. Welcome to vaults. Fair point. I forgot about the one with the moat. D8 Cyclops Auto Explore Vault. My favorite is the really early dungeon Hornet Auto Explore Vault. At least that one's kind enough to put some stuff between you and the Hornet, so you kind of have a chance to guess from the buzzing noises that there could be a Hornet. But if those things have wandered around the floor, it's not like there's like a door or anything, so you could just auto-explore right into the Hornet. Just a bit of bad luck. That is going to be Chaos. Chaos Glaive, don't want to go in there. Whatever that book is, wow, Spriggan's Knife, that's cute. Whatever that book is, it's not worth trying to fight Chaos because of the para. Why are we immune to ensorcelled hibernation? That's weird. Am I in stat form right now? I'm not. Why would I be immune to ensorcelled hiber? Can Vinestalkers not sleep? RC plus gives you immune to ensorcelled. Ah, yeah, because it's cold. Forgot about that. Micro bats and mega bats. What about the phase bats, bro? There should be ice bats in there, or at least like ice, simulacrums of bats or something, since the fire bats can show up. Alright, that's Vaults 3. I was going to end this stream after getting my third rune. Man bats? Is that a cousin of Man, perhaps? Iron shot. Oh, there are ice bats, eh? There should be bats in there that mutate you when they bite you. No-leg bats. I don't know, man. With this online, it's 30. Oh, it's 54%. Damn. Damn, dude. But I know I'm gonna want conjurations for irradiate. I guess I can go do V4 real quick. Chaos brand bats. That's just too cruel. Enchanted Forest, that's actually kind of cool. I don't really like Chaos Brand though unless we unscrew it. Like I don't like Chaos Brand para. It's just too RNG. I'm fine with Chaos being hugely dangerous, but not in terms of haha automatic loss. Boring monster idea, slime with now mutating melee. I kind of like that, actually. Oh, it's Roka. Let's fight him at the staircase. You'd think it would be the ooze and not just the eyes. Yeah, shining ooze. Yeah, phase bats could be really interesting, unironically. Okay, we'll pull him up. Roka actually managed to go toe-to-toe with me for a little while, proving the true strength of Roka. Uranium blobs. They leave a trail of mutational clouds too. I want an enemy that can cast Irradiate, which is also extremely fast. That might be a good... I mean, replace Death Oozes, because Death Oozes are sad. Make Uranium Blobs that are very, very fast. They have the same stats exactly as Death Oozes, so they're still fragile. But they can cast Irradiate. Orbs of Fire, I would be okay with that too. Although I think that Orbs of Fire are already... they're too built up as like, oh, this is the hardest thing in the game. You know, so it's like... I kind of like where they're at now in terms of... it's the fire damage you need to be worried about. But hey, as long as something gets Irradiate so the player can suffer from massive damage that they have to be clever to avoid. A suicide monster that casts Irradiate? That'd be interesting. Probably maybe a little too frustrating for the player though, since I mean, I assume you're not getting experience for a thing that kills itself. Oh, Hell or Pan, that'd be a good spot for something like that, sure. Translucent door. There's a translucent door on this floor? Oh, it's... Okay, here's where our friend is going to be. Probably need to bring back Cure Mute, Benimute. Yeah, no, believe me, I've got plans. I've got plans to unscrew the mutation system, believe you me. Potion of Haste. I'll put that on the list, but at this point I'm saving for Irradiate. Remember to full clear Zot to take advantage of the memes. This character probably will full clear Zot, to be honest. This is not the kind of character where I want to be taking chances. Come on, dude. There we go. Okay. There's a battle axe here. I'm going to check it out. Just in case. Minus Telly, but nope. Full clearing Zot became so much safer than diving with the trap changes. Yep. It is funny. Hey man, I remember writing a thesis. It was not fun at all. No, we haven't done Elf yet, so we could go ahead and do that, I suppose. That's something I've been holding off on this character. Final draft, nice man. That's always a weight off your mind. Where to go? Elf or slime? I guess elf is pretty guaranteed. Oh, kinda. Can't really safely use stat form in there is the problem. And there's no rapid decon. Then again, I can't really use... Well, I can kind of use stat form safely in slime, because I have our core. I guess I could get blade hands. Do we have silence scrolls? No. Do we have silence spell? Yes. Huh. 78% fail. We could get that online pretty fast. Silence plus blade hands would be, or even no blade hands would make elf safe. I mean, BVC alone will probably make it safe, but we have blink scroll. I guess I'll do elf. Portal to the Desolation of Salt. Okay. Put the RF plus back on, by the way. Good God. Okay. I guess I'm going to need to be swapping Synv a lot in here. Magic map. I want to make it to the salt. That's a lot of boys. Alright, good night, STG. Thanks for coming by the stream, man. I will blink if I have to. Did we kill the demonologist? Yeah, we did. I guess the arrow reflected. Dude. Okay, there's mana. Val clutch here. Maybe. Let's... You know what? Let's Agi. We have a lot of it. We still have 3. Let's use 1. Good spot for a BVC. Swing. Swing, swing. Swing, swing, swing. Worries me quite a lot to be in stat form for these things. I mean, I'm taking a huge amount of time to take my actions, you know. +5 Ring of Slaying, God. Should have probably gone left. Yeah, I got greedy. I wanted to see what was in the shop. I agree entirely. This thing could have LCS, but we're gonna roll the dice a bit. God damn! Okay. What all did damage to me? Bolt of lightning from the Deep Elf Mage. From full line of sight. How cute. Maybe I do want to be in staff form just for the Aralek. It feels weird because I'm so slow. Oh shit. Shouldn't have taken that step there. This is where we have a serious problem. This dude could actually one-shot me right now. Well, no, he couldn't. Almost. He can do 120 damage. I could power leap into him right now and it would probably kill him. 63 hit points. BVC'd. He's going to be using acid on me if anything. It does big damage. I roll the dice on it. Doesn't work. Swing. He dies. Okay, that was okay. It could have been better. Can we perhaps have less big boy elves? No, he won't. I mean, if he hellfires, I don't think he will ever do it because I don't think he's smart enough to do it on the edge of me. But he could still corrosive bolt. Although we have a swap for that. Corrosive bolt actually does the same amount without resistance. It can do 60, just like Hellfire. What do you mean go left? What, did you want me to go through here? He can do it if he gets extreme damage roll for the recoil compared to the damage. It's just extremely unlikely. Well, I mean, if he Wouldn't he almost guaranteed die from doing that, though? On the first one? So wouldn't that be good? Since I had enough hit points to survive a single Hellfire? Alright, tempted to burn these enchant armors on the troll leather. I know I'm not in it when I'm in stat form, but sometimes I'm not in stat form. Of course, I could save that for the big boy shield. It's kind of a pipe dream that I'll ever be wearing this, but I'm ever hopeful. Salt. Actually, you know what? This is a really good place to stop the stream. This is a nice cliffhanger. Cliffhanger, if I can get the word out. I think we'll be okay in here. I can use stat form to avoid the lightning bolts from the one guys. I mean, it could be a problem, I don't know. I can't really APOC in here because everything will hear it and then show up right on top of my face. So, I don't know. I have to think about it. Made some good progress today though. 2 runes, always nice. Pretty much ready for the 3rd. Yeah, this is the salt that collected from me complaining in the early game, and you'll notice there's a lot of it. That's just the way it goes. In fact, it's kind of piled up on these tiles. There's so much. This just flowed out of a portal actually opened up on D5 and sent it all right here. So now my punishment for creating the salt is that I have to survive the desolation of salt. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you to Alf for those subs earlier, and to Gary for the bits, and anybody that I'm missing. And thanks everybody for coming by the stream. Until next time, I am signing out. Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.